David, that's another pre-season out the road for another year. How do you think it went?
Pre-season went fairly well. Obviously you could see the amount of bodies that have come into the building and building relationships, style of play, that type of thing. So I think you could see an evolution throughout the last 4 or 5 games of the team getting to where or closer to where you need it to be as staff. Still got another 4 games to go in terms of the cup section before we hit league action, so it was just about getting this squad of players integrated and turning them into a cohesive unit, basically, and that's kind of what the evolution's been.
Getting minutes in the leg's important, but is there any excitement in the building getting ahead of the competitive games on Saturday?
No, I dare say there is with the players, but for me I was kind of there on day one. I'd spoke to the players about it. We've not got the luxury this season of treating these games as friendly, so we had to hit the ground running. We had to get rid of as much of the overhang for last year as we possibly could. So, albeit they've been friendly games, I've made a lot of changes in games. I've not really been friendlies in my head, friendlies in the staff head, and we've not prepared for them to be friendlies either. So, albeit we're going into a competitive game on Saturday, personally, I've probably been in that headspace since day one.
We've had some good results over the years up in Forfar. We've won a league title up there. And we've had a successful trip out last time. Are you looking forward to a return to Station Park?
Listen, it is what it is, and this is what the cup football is, the kind of league cup's all about. You come up with, I was going to say some different opposition, but I think we've had Forfar twice in the last 4 years. I think we've got Cove 3 times on the bounce, away at Cove. So I'd love to see who comes out with these fixtures. But you just look forward to it. I think they've got a new surface. I think the last time we were up there, maybe 4 years, possibly 5. But I think 4 years ago, and the surface was due to get renewed, and it was pretty flat, pretty hard, and it was a difficult surface. But I think they've got a new surface down there, so I just go up there and try and play our football, how we want to go about playing this year, and hopefully the boys can go and get 3 points.
You said about looking to bring in a couple of centre halves, and you've brought in Ryan McGowan and Ben Jackson. How have the guys settled in so far?
Yeah, really well. Ben's struggled a little bit at the tail end of last season with a back injury. He missed out in the Brighton tournament in Hong Kong. So we've been trying to ease Jen back into football in terms of competitive football as slow as we can. Ryan's probably not played any football in the last 6 weeks, so again it's about returning him to play safe as we can, because the last thing we want to do is throw him into competitive games and they pick up an injury. So I think it was imperative that we brought 2 centre backs in. It gives us great cover. Also, Ryan can play as a 6. Ben's probably a left or a right centre back. Michael Nottingham can play right centre back, left centre back, right back. Christian Montano's covered at left centre back, left wing. So I think by bringing 2 centre backs in the building, it then allows us to utilise other players who have maybe been playing there elsewhere, and it brings real competition into the building. So I think at this point in time, roughly, I think we're sitting with, give or take, 2 players for every position. So for me, how you get the best out of players is bringing competition into the building.
So as you touched upon, you brought 15 players have left in the summer and 12 have joined. Is there any potential additions to the squad, or are you happy with what you've got?
I think we're one light in the forward area. Probably Andy's come in and done really, really well. Andy can play off a side, but he's a number 9. Big Teddy can play off his side, but for me he's a number 9. So I think we probably could look at bringing one more in, but in all honesty that's going to depend on who leaves. So spoke to 3 or 4 players, probably two are going to be moving on pretty soon hopefully, and then the other 2, if we can manage to move one of them on, that maybe frees up a wee bit of funds to look in the offensive areas. That's probably then going to be the loan market, because by that point you're into probably early August, mid-August. So yeah, but if you were to shut the window now and we could move the 2 or 3 that I was talking about on, I think I would be more than happy with what we've got in the building. But again, you need a wee bit of luck in terms of injuries, and it was last year we kind of got caught with that a wee bit, to be honest.
Away for the playing squad, David, just the other day there was an announcement of an increase in season ticket sales. It must have been great to hear that there's a good uptake so far.
I know Dave was a wee bit worried about the season ticket numbers in terms of last season, but deep down I kind of thought the fans would get behind the club. I think when you go through a wee bit of adversity as a club, I think the real fans, the true fans, you can see them digging deep and coming in. So it's good to hear. Hopefully we can increase the season ticket numbers. Hopefully at least the fans coming to games of football and seeing us picking 3 points up more than what we did in the Premier League. So I had a wee feeling myself that the kind of community would back the club and try and purchase their season tickets to help the club out, and I think that's what we can see happening.